Hello and welcome to another edition of Battletech Advanced 7.6, brought to you by Commando Gaming, Strategic Gaming, and brought to you live on Twitch at Commando Gaming 1. Doing a quick refresh on our game, just to get us to a fresh start. We had a loading problem earlier, but I think it's been fixed, and we're going to hopefully get everyone back into the swing of things here. Momentarily, we're just letting everybody get into the restart of the stream. Alright, let's figure out. Again, we're stuck. Alright, we can at least get off this. Alright, we can get off this mountain. Previously, we launched and we froze.
On the way, nice and slow.
Then we ended up on top of a mountain that we couldn't get off of.
Moving, Commander.
But it looks like we're good now.
Position confirmed.
Alright, let's push forward here.
Alright,
We're doing a blackout mission.
Alright.
Usually a good opportunity for some salvage.
On the way, nice and slow.
But these blackout missions always give you a surprise.
Moving, Commander.
Blackout missions basically are different variations on a theme of what's going to happen next. Because there's always a surprise, a twist, something different. Sometimes, for example, turrets will attack you, sometimes they will help you, sometimes you will have enemies come from one direction, sometimes they'll come from the other.
On the way,
the
nice
whole
and
design of a blackout mission is just to add some variance to the game. And it does a good job, I think, overall. And it always makes me nostalgic because about half the time they're on this map, which is our first map in the original Battletech game. Skewed One, are you back? We should be all fixed now with a fresh start on this stream. Alright, we have a trap. We need to survive. Okay, we're going to survive this trap together, I hope. Great to see you, Skewed One. We like to have a very interactive stream here on our channel, so feel free to step into the chat room if you want to say hello, if you have any questions about this mod, if you want to talk about Battletech lore, if you just want to tell us how you're feeling today. All those things are possible here. So these turrets attacked us out of the blue, so let's... First name of the game here is to get rid of these turrets as quickly as possible. So we're going to push to do that. Fortunately, these turrets are pretty easy to take out. It should just take us one round of turns to get rid of these turrets. Typically, there should also be some sort of an enemy force that attacks us in this part of the map. We'll see what happens. Like I said, with this mission, which is a blackout mission, there's always some little quirks and surprises to the formula for Battletech. This game type was developed to be, you know, a little bit of a surprise, something exciting, something new that could happen, because there's a lot of variables in this mission type, and I'll try to highlight those for those who haven't played this game before. Alright, so we have a light mortar turret and a light LRM turret. Let's get rid of those mortars. You're playing catch up on streams, huh, Skewed One? I mean,
What do you need, Commander?
I mean, that's one hard thing about Twitch streams.
Time to
is
pour on the speed.
if there are Twitch streamers that you like, sometimes if you miss a couple days, it can be very hard for you to get caught up. Alright, let's do Battlelord here, just to see if we can take out this one turret with our artillery. Nice shot. Alright, took out all 4 turrets.
What do you need?
Any update on the PlayStation 5? Have you had a chance to play? I'm just waiting for my son to start talking about how he wants a PlayStation 5 for the holidays.
Got it. Max speed,
I'm
no
sure that's going to come sometime soon. But I generally like to avoid buying new gaming systems or anything really new before the holidays. Usually
I'm on the clock.
there's
What
a
do you want?
significant price gouge associated with the holidays.
All right, let's get down.
There's also very few deals are real deals that are on
Waiting
a
on you, Commander.
new gaming system during the holidays. So I try to
On the way,
avoid
nice and slow.
purchasing anything new during the holidays because inevitably you end up with a price reduction right after the holiday. So you're playing some BTA yourself, Skewed One. Well, thank you for
I'll get you on the move.
being in our side cockpit, and helping us with our stream. All right.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
All right, looks like the big threat is over here. It says follow the trail. Okay.
All right, let's get down to it.
All right, there's lots of different ways to skin the cat to get to this second base here. I feel like we're probably just going to keep our company together. We haven't seen any major surprises yet on this mission, which usually tells me
Moving, Commander.
the last part of this mission is going to be intense.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Whenever you think something nasty is coming, you always want to try to keep your lance together.
On the way, nice and slow.
Sometimes on these missions, I like to
Heading up.
separate into 2 action
Moving, Commander.
groups
No
and try to do some creative maneuvering. But in this case, I'm feeling, my spidey sense is telling me we're going to get a nasty surprise here. So I'm going to play this close to the vest as we head towards this
I'm on
enemy
the clock.
base.
What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
So we'll just
On the way, nice and
we'll keep
slow.
our lance together so we can maximize our firepower. Alright, so we're going to move up our fire starter here. Let's be evasive because this should actually trigger the event.
Acknowledge.
Let's see. There we go. And unidentified battle mech lance. Declare yourself. You're violating Merrick militarized zone. Radio operator. We're masterminds lancers. We've been hired to check out the sit rep here. You've been out of contact for weeks. Is everything okay? Everything is... It's a trap. Watch out. Darn it, gun them down. Okay, here we go. Here's some enemies that are hidden in buildings. We're we're supposed to destroy the occupying force.
Receiving
Alright,
you.
so... Alright, let's see if we can get our fire starter jumping into the enemy rear. Yes, we can do that here.
The jump jet.
Alright, what are we up against? We're up against a marauder, a grasshopper, and a thunderbolt, and a grasshopper. So 3 grasshoppers. I think we're definitely going to get grasshopper parts here. A thunderbolt, grasshopper. So this is a target-rich environment. One of the things we definitely want to try to overheat is the marauder here. Arguably, it's the most powerful target here. So let's hit that marauder. Increase the heat.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, we're going to push up our crab. Now this crab, it says HD, and the reason it says that is because it has really strong armor. So it's primarily, the primary goal of this crab is to take a whole lot of firepower thrown its way, which it does very well.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, push up our dragon fire, get it into some cover here.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Oh, you have some Arrow 4 Inferno ammo. That's a nice piece of salvage. It is very hard to find, so the fact that you found it is awesome news for you. I would argue that the Inferno Arrow 4 ammo is one of the most powerful individual items in the game, because if you can get an Arrow 4 strike on an enemy with the Inferno, you can shut them down really quickly. And then you can use those wisely to take the most dangerous enemy off the field. But you already know that, right, Askewed One? But I'm just keeping everybody who might not have the same experience as us involved. Alright, these grasshoppers are going to be nasty. That's a lot of firepower. And we have to try to keep them at a distance. Because these grasshoppers could really give us a hard time. Because they have a lot of close-in firepower. You learned it from watching me. Oh, the value of the Inferno? I appreciate you saying that. I really do. I do think that Inferno sniper rounds from your artillery could be one of your most powerful weapons if you use it correctly. So I'm glad to hear, Askewed One, that something I taught you has helped in some small way. I am glad to hear that.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright. Oh, wait, whoa. Alright, all of a sudden we have a quick draw that showed up here in a flanking position. Alright, we're going to have our Thantanos here focus on getting rid of this quick draw. Quick draw is not a huge threat here, and in fact we're going to do a precision strike and go for the center torso, because I don't really care about salvage on a quick draw. Askewed One, I don't think there's a quick draw that I really want to add to my company unless I have no better options. I learned it from watching you, and it's also a bad reference to an old anti-drug PSA. Is that part of the More You Know ad campaign? I don't remember those.
What do you need, Commander?
Or there was the SAD campaign from the 80s. I remember those 80s anti-drug campaigns. Alright, here we have a great opportunity. We've got 2 grasshoppers right next to each other. So we're going to do Battle Lord. We're going to go Inferno Artillery. And we'll go Heat, because it will do damage to both targets. And having two grasshoppers next to each other means we might be able to get some serious heat damage on both
Heat
of
me
these
damned, I'm
grasshoppers at the
firing
same
everything.
time. Alright, we can increase the heat on both. That's good. And on the Marauder as well. That's all good stuff. Skewed one, I'm expecting there'll be another update to this mod shortly. Have you heard anything about an update?
Got it.
Oh, you're not sure where that anti-drug campaign came from? Father finds a joint in his kid's stuff and asks where he learned about marijuana. The quote is the son's answer. Ah, I get it. That is hilarious. I learned it from you. It is kind of funny to look at those old PSAs about drugs, when drugs have pretty much, or at least marijuana in most parts of the country, are now an accepted thing. All right, let's go ahead and go after this Thunderbolt so we can hit him with the Heavy Flamer here. Nice hits there. Always try to push up the heat of your enemy. That's really the biggest weapon you have.
I hear
By
ya.
far. Alright, let's push up our grasshoppers. If they're going to use grasshoppers, we better use them not. Let's see. I've only managed to watch about 10 minutes of the stream from Saturday. Yeah, there wasn't anything significant in the stream from Saturday. So we'll see what happens as far as an update on this game. Let's keep hitting this Thunderbolt here. It's the best target.
Firing on target.
But generally speaking, one of the reasons I love this mod is we usually see an update every 2 weeks or so, which is almost unheard of for a mod on a 3-year-old game to see, all right, our allies have turned on their turrets to help us. That's great news. But for a mod that's on a game that's 3 years old, almost 3 years old,
Order.
to have an update every 2 weeks pretty much is amazing. It's one of the reasons I think this is one of the best mods out there,
Up high.
is because you play for 2 weeks and then you get an update and you can enjoy some new gameplay every 2 weeks. Because usually there's a pretty big change in the gameplay. Alright, there goes the Marauder with 4 salvageable parts. That's a good start. I do like Marauders. Alright, let's actually push our Crab up here. Our Crab can do a kick and then shoot with all of its weapons
Moving, Commander.
at close range. Alright, nice damage on that melee. And we still have all of our weapons to fire. This Crab is a very powerful melee mech for its tonnage because of its HD armor.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Alright, well, we could work on these other grasshoppers. We should probably do that because we don't want to hit our Crab in the crossfire. So let's see. Alright, we actually have a better shot at the grasshopper in the distance, so let's go for one of the legs.
One attitude adjustment. Come on.
Alright, there goes a leg. Lucky shot on the leg of that grasshopper there. And knocked down. That's a good start. So we got one Marauder down. We've got one grasshopper down on the ground. So this ambush is not going well for the enemy here. So Skewed One,
What do you want?
question for you. How does Thanksgiving work for you? Because you work at a testing lab. So do you guys have Thanksgiving off? Is there a shift that's working on Thanksgiving? you know, what are the general parameters? I'm just curious. Let's try to get rid of this quick draw here. I don't care about salvage on quick draw very much. There we go. So I'm just curious for, you know, and that's one thing we have to remember as we get close to the holiday with COVID coming up. People that are serving on the front line of trying to keep everyone healthy during COVID, you know, we have to think about the fact that a lot of those people are not going to get
What do
their
you need,
Thanksgiving
Commander?
this year. All the more
On the
reason
way,
for us
nice
to be
and slow.
thankful to the people who give of themselves to help their country, whether it's in uniform, as in military uniform, or whether it's in a medical uniform. We really should appreciate everything that those people do for us. So let's do a shape charge and an
Heat be
inferno
damned,
charge
I'm
on this
firing
grasshopper. All right, nice hits there.
Taking the beat, pushing the right.
So a skewed one does work in the medical field, so that's why I'm asking how he is going to be impacted by everything that's going on Thanksgiving. All right.
Location.
Most of the lab processing will be off. There's an on-call person that will come in and look for short stability specimens. The rest usually get held the following night to be sent through. So, a skewed one. So, would you get? Most of us get Friday and Thursday off this year.
What can I do
Are
for
you going to get 2 days off for Thanksgiving, or are you just going to get Thanksgiving Day and then it's back to work?
Going turbo.
Just curious. Just curious. And also a skewed one. I'm very curious. Anybody who works at night, I always ask them what their
Tell me what
tips are to successfully working the night shift, because it could be really daunting to have a schedule where you're up during the day and are up at night and you sleep during the day. You know, for example, on your days off, do you try to keep the same schedule as your days on? Or do you just kind of do whatever you're going to do and just be shorthanded with sleep sometimes? All right, we can actually do a jump here and get right into the rear of this grasshopper with our fire starter. Even with the heat, we can still do
Locked
a
on.
lot of damage with the rear shots here on this grasshopper. About half the staff was approved for time off Friday. Okay. Well, I think you normally work on the weekends, correct? So, are you going to lose any time off, or is it just going to basically going to be you get Thursday off for as a extra day off? I'm always curious about people in their holiday schedule.
We're on low.
Okay, a skewed one says when he works at night, he tries to stay on a somewhat consistent schedule when he's not working. So, you know, I could imagine that would be challenging if your family has to deal with the fact that you're not always available
Coming in from behind.
to do some things that they would want to do on a traditional day off if you're asleep. So that's just kind of an interesting question I have sometimes.
Just scuff my.
Oh, that grasshopper blew himself up. Very nice. Skewed one, you say you'll get paid for the holiday even though it's my normal day off, but that's about it. Well,
What do you want?
we appreciate, here at the channel, we appreciate everything that you're doing to try to help keep everybody healthy. So, thank you for doing that. Heat is becoming a problem on this map. Alright, get some more shots into the rear of that grasshopper. Love to see him eject here, but we got knocked down. this mission's going pretty well for us,
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
which is good because we've got two 4.5 skull missions, I think. Oh, your girlfriend works in a sleep lab, so we're both on weird schedules. I've heard that happen a lot with people that are in the medical field.
What do you need, Commander?
If they're in the medical field, many cases, people, because the medical
Time to
field
pour
tends
on
to
the
have
steam.
longer shifts, and they tend to have shifts that are, roughly 24 hours a day. Or, you can have night shifts, you can have morning shifts. I know a lot of people in the medical field that are couples that then have challenges as far as getting their schedule synced up because they're constantly in a situation where they're trying to actually figure out when they can actually see
Is
each
it
other
time to press the Alpha Strike button?
to
I
be
love the Alpha
off
Strike
at the same
button.
time and awake at the same time. Sometimes can be hard. Although, that might be good for relationships sometimes if you don't see each other quite so much. For example, all right, let's hit this grasshopper here. For example, before COVID, I worked at home by myself in my own office 5 days a week, 4 days a week. So I was very used to
Waiting on you,
working by
Commander.
myself in a quiet environment during the workday.
You
And then
betcha.
COVID happened, and now our entire family, because of where we live, we're still really under shutdown. We have 3 people under the roof 24/7, and it's very hard to have some quiet time to get work done. So
You betcha.
sometimes I'm envious of those quiet days when I was in the house by myself. Alright, that grasshopper is about to go down. See what happens here. He's going to get some last shots into our fire starter, but I don't think he's going to have much of a chance here of surviving this round.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, speak of the devil. Let's actually go in. We'll do a melee on this grasshopper. See if we can finish him off. Not with the melee, but let's see if we can... Oh, he ejected. Awesome. Yeah, a skewed one.
Target neutralized.
The last year has been a really trying time for relationships. Relationships are already hard enough as it is. But when you factor in the stress of COVID, the fact that people are spending a lot more time together than they're used to, sometimes
Commander.
relationships are suffering simply because people are spending a lot of time together and they get on each other's nerves. Skewed One says, I feel the sentiment. I usually have a night where I'm flying solo, so to speak, each week. I would not mind a night off. I usually have either my entire family or my son pretty much every day. So having some quiet time, I can't remember the last time that's really
I'm on
happened.
the clock. What do you want?
Especially where I am in California, we're really restricted as far as what we can do outside of the house. All right, let's see if we can tear this grasshopper apart. Let's go for the leg here.
One attitude adjustment.
Oh, we hit the center torso. This is probably going to be an engine kill now. We'll see.
Well, who needed salvage anyways? I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Our Thanos is still out of position because it had to fight that quick draw.
What do you need, Commander?
Heliopis.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, I mean, we could go for shutdown here with another sniper, artillery. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do precision strike. We'll target the head and see if we can get lucky with this artillery barrage. Oh, engine destroyed.
That's one more bad guy off the board.
Hey,
Alright, that was a pretty smooth mission.
Mission successful.
No significant damage for us. I feel like we're going to get some okay salvage here. Certainly get a lot of grasshopper parts. And I don't mind having grasshoppers. This is one of my favorite mechs. Alright, so we spent a fair amount on ammo here, but we still get a fair amount of payout. We have no structural damage to our mechs or injuries, so that was a very successful, smooth mission. Alright, we got lots of grasshopper parts here. We also have marauder parts too. Yeah, I think I'd rather take the marauder parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get 4 marauder parts. We should see if there's any components that are too good to pass up here. No, I'm not seeing anything that's too good to pass up, so we'll just take a grasshopper part. See what else we get. Alright, so we got grasshopper, grasshopper, grasshopper. 4 marauder parts, a quick draw part, thunderbolt part, and some components. Not a bad haul, actually, at this stage of the game. So the skewed one, does it even feel like it's Thanksgiving? Going back to our earlier conversation, it doesn't feel like it feels like the holidays and the seasons just kind of blur together in this environment. It feels like summer was gone in a flash, and a lot of our opportunities to enjoy the seasons are kind of not really a thing this year. Alright, let's go into the barracks. Looks like we have some upgrades to do. Try to do this as quickly as possible.
Waiting for orders. Yeah.
Commander?
What do you need, Commander?
Training complete.
You're still shocked that it's November. Yeah. I mean, not only is it November, it's almost the middle of November.
Commander?
So we definitely have that we're dealing with here.
Aye, aye. Yeah?
Let's see, we can do some upgrades on
Mech
Sarge
training
here.
Complete.
I'm trying to get our tier 3 pilots leveled up.
Commander, waiting for orders.
Let's do a brawler build here. I like to mix up the traits
Yes,
of
Commander.
all of my
Good to go.
pilots. Oh, we needed to verify that. Brawler, confirm.
Training confirmed, Commander.
This year is simultaneously crawled and sprinted by. I think most people would say that. But, you know,
Aye, aye.
in general, I think we all have to be happy that we're all healthy, right? So we've got a 5 skull mission and a 4.5 skull mission. Both, one's a capture base, one's a destroy base. We have a Atlas that's 8 days away and a Lahu that's 6 days away. I'm actually inclined to get those before we go on this mission, because 4.5 skull mission is no jokes. I'd feel better having an Atlas. So let's wait the days. We're gonna
Ready to
deal
go
with our
with one
financial
mission
report,
whenever
but we have plenty of money here. There's no real benefit to increasing our morale through money. Right, we're close to getting a upgrade here as well. So let's do the upgrade, because then we're gonna... Uh-oh! We got an alarm. We're ambushed. General alarm sounds as Darius sends you the intercom. As you know, people are thrown on the planet surface on a supply run. Proceed to mission brief. We're dropping between the Capellan kill team and our people. Will hit the kill team in some old ruins. Those ruins usually are the Argo itself, ironically. They'll be okay. Alright, so we can take 1 mech for this mission. That's all I get to take. Alright, one mech. I wish we had that Atlas right now. The skewed one, do you think I should take the Dragonfire, which lets me engage at long range? Or should I take my Thantanos, which is more of a brawler here? I think I should take the Dragonfire. The Dragonfire gives me the ability, because usually with these ambush, see how it says duo duel? But so we're going to have two enemies, but we're only going to have our own pilot, I believe. So I think we're going to go with the Dragonfire, so we can engage at long range and at least take one of the enemies out before we get in too close. These ambush missions are always a nice little twist, and they bring a lot of realism to the game, because throughout the course of your missions... oh, good. A skewed one says, I'd lean towards the sniperish route. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to at least take one enemy out quickly, so we can hopefully improve the odds, because they're actually giving me one pilot, and I know the enemy is going to have two pilots. So this could be a very nasty battle. Let's see what we're up against here.
Command
I might be out-tunned. Yep. All right, so we have an Atlas. All right, so we have an Atlas and another mech. And I just have little old me. So we definitely want to try to do some damage at extreme range here. Fortunately, these enemies are probably on the slower side, so we can probably do a fighting retreat here. So we have a Cyclops and an Atlas. Alright, best hit percent chance is on the Atlas here. So let's go ahead and take our first shot at the Atlas. Hope we get lucky. Oh, lots of misses there. Not good. Alright, here comes the Cyclops. Cyclops with a Gauss rifle. That is not good. A skewed one, I think we have to take out that Gauss rifle as quickly as possible. Oh great, they both have Gauss rifles. Okay. This is not going to be fun. Two enemies that have higher tonnage and they have Gauss rifles, so I really can't use the sniping ability as a big differentiator here.
Make some bad decisions at high speed.
Alright, so your Atlas just punched off its first head. That's good. Alright, so we're going to go after this Atlas. We're going to try to keep this hill here in between us and the Cyclops for a round.
One attitude adjustment come right up.
See if we can... We're going to have some challenges here on this mission, because both of our enemies have the ability to engage us at long range. Alright, looks like that Cyclops is going to go around the hill and hit us with a Gauss rifle. So, a skewed one, you have an Atlas that you set up as a brawler and a melee bot. Is that correct? Alright, sadly, this Atlas shooting its LRMs at us is actually a good turn of events there. Okay, so what we need to do is kind of play ring around the hill here, and try to keep this hill in between us and that Cyclops as much as we can.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Alright, luckily we have a precision strike here. Should I go I think I should go for the head. Usually I go for the legs here, but I need to get rid of one of these targets quickly. So let's go for some headshots and hope we get lucky. Alright, we got a head injury. That's nice. That's a good start. Alright, the Cyclops is going to keep going around this hill. Alright. At least when I make it move, I'm taking some of its accuracy away. So we're going to keep moving around that hill. This Atlas is close to knockdown. And it misses with its Gauss rifle. This battle, and thank you for joining, everybody. We have a ambush that we're trying to deal with here. We have an Atlas and a Cyclops going after our Dragonfire. So we're outgunned and kind of out-tunned here. So we're trying to use maneuver to get through this mission. All right, let's go for a head strike here again. Since there's already one head injury. There we go. Nice head strike there on the Atlas with 4 salvageable parts. That is some nice salvage right there. Actually, both of these mechs I would like to have. Alright, so now it's just one-on-one. We're actually doing pretty well here.
I just dropped my coffee.
Yeah, Skewed One. You bring up a good point. There is a group of weapons in this mod that are called melee SRMs, but now that the mod allows you to fire your SRMs, your regular SRMs, after you do melee, those melee SRMs I don't think work correctly anymore. You've never had an ambush mission pop up? I have these all the time. Basically, with an ambush mission, one of your enemies has gotten tired of you constantly kicking their butt, so they hire some assassins to come after you. All right, let's do another headshot here on the Cyclops.
One attitude adjustment coming right.
All right, nice hits on the Cyclops there. There goes his Gauss rifle.
Salvage anyways.
I was very nervous about this battle, but I think we're going to be okay here. Now that we took off his Gauss rifle, he still has an AC, I believe. Unless that's just for show. Alright, structure exposed.
Something just... I can see why people... I'm on the clock. What do you want?
You may have gotten some structure exposed on me, pal,
Alright, let's get down to
but
it.
you are on your last legs. Alright, let's just do another precision strike. On the head. There we go, lethal damage. Nice. So, in an ambush mission, you've pissed off an enemy force so much that they send a kill team after your company. So, if you piss off one faction over and over and over again, eventually they'll send a kill team after you. That's what happened there. Alright. So we actually lost money here because you don't get paid for an assassination. We got a little damage to our Dragonfire, probably a day's worth. And we only get one piece? Oh, come on. Alright, so we got 2 Atlas parts and a Cyclops part. Not bad salvage for a ambush mission at all. Alright. So basically what they do with those ambush missions is they take a duo-duel and just make it a 2 against 1 scenario. So that is how they engineer it. Once again, want to encourage everyone to get involved in the chat. We're happy to answer questions, either myself or Skewed One, which is our who is our moderator, are happy to answer questions in the chat. We also have a giveaway. If at a minimum you give us a follow, you're entered in for 1 entry for our Funko Pop giveaway. Skewed One, how is our stream? Is it okay? Because I'm showing, I'm getting a warning that we might have some instability on the stream, but we should be okay. I have the settings low enough that we shouldn't have any instability on the stream. So let me know about that. So let's see, our mech bay. We're going to have to repair our Dragonfire. It's one of our most powerful mechs right now. So we'll do that. Put that up on the top of the list. And we're waiting for the Atlas and the Lao Hu here before we go on the next mission. Alright, aftermath of the ambush. Let's find out about that. Alright, we've gotten our people off the surface. Surprisingly, you have a message from the Capillan Mercenary Board. You gain 20 reputation with the Capillans. Alright. So they tried to kill us, we kicked their butt, and now they like us better. It's just kind of one of the interesting quirks of the game. Alright, what mod should we do next? I think we need to build our morale, so let's do the library.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
I'd like to have a little bit more morale. Thank you for the feedback on the stream, Skewed One. Alright, let's get our Atlas. Okay. So now we have our Atlas, which is good because this is a nasty mission that's coming up. I think I've done as much as I can with this Atlas. So it's going to be our brawler for the next mission. So let's pick our next mission. This will probably be the last mission of this stream. So we have a destroy base or a capture base. A full 5 skull and a 4.5. I think we're going to go with the 4.5 here. Alright. Okay, so... Alright, let's take our Atlas. We're going to put our commander in the Atlas so he can gain some affinity with the Atlas. And we'll put someone else in the Dragonfire. Alright, somebody... We'll put text in the Dragonfire. So for these higher level missions, I like to make sure that I take not only my most powerful units, but I take my best pilots. So we're not going to mess around here. So Thantanos, we'll put Bloody Doves in that Thantanos. We're going to take a Grasshopper, and we'll put Coldfire in it because he has Energy Mastery. We're going to take this Lao Hu, which we just put together. What does it have? It's a missile build, so we'll put Harmony in the missile because he's a missile master. Or actually, let's put Saber Wolf in the Lao Hu because he's a missile master. We're gonna take the other Grasshopper. I'd rather have overkill than underkill in this situation, so we'll put Flatline in the Grasshopper because he's an energy master. And we'll take our... Oh, shoot. Alright. Actually, no, we can't take 2 Grasshoppers because I want to take my artillery. So we'll take our Heliopis. We'll put Harmony in the Heliopis here. And then we're going to take our Firestarter as our scout for this capture base mission. This is going to be interesting. 4.5 skull mission. We're not playing around now. Anything over 4.5 can get nasty, in my experience. Or sometimes it could be like, really? That was a 4.5? That's hard to believe. But in this case, especially in an urban environment, 4.5 we're going to take very seriously. The urban environment, in my experience, and I'd like to get this from the chat room, in my experience, the urban environment adds about half of a skull as far as difficulty. So this is really probably closer to a 5 skull mission than a 4.5 skull mission. So we'll see what happens. But I'm glad we finally have an assault to play around with in the Atlas. So that will be fun. Hopefully this won't take too long to load. Alright, that loaded up pretty quick. Usually the urban environments take a little longer to load up. Want to remind everybody, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm going to try to explain all the decisions I make when I make them for the newer viewers out there who have either not seen Battletech Advanced or have not played Battletech Advanced.
Let's go to a bar after the mission. I know.
So if it sounds like I'm being repetitive or telling you stuff that I already know, that is the reason why. All right, so let's get our fire starter out here to do some scouting. All right, we got a compelling garrison first off, and then the facility is right here close by. So hopefully this is going to be a quick mission.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, let's start moving up on this enemy force.
Throttle up.
Now, the more difficult the mission is, the more disciplined you have to be with how you handle your forces. Meaning,
I'm on the clock.
as the difficulty goes up, the worst thing you want to do is to spread out your forces and not keep them together so they can maximize their firepower on a target. Conversely, if you're not careful with these heavier missions, you could run into an ambush and you could be destroyed the same way.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
So anything over 4 skulls, I try to take very conservatively and make sure I don't make any big mistakes.
Commander?
There's no hurry at all. We want to make sure that we're being very efficient here. All right, we got a shot
Hey, let's see
with
what
our
this
Lao
place
Hu
is
here on a Heliopis. Okay, so this is definitely a target we want to take out quick because it's got dual thumper cannons. Alright, so let's start working on this Heliopis here with our Gauss rifle and missiles. Good hits to start things out. And
What do you need, Commander?
alright, so I'm actually going to keep my Heliopis at a distance from the enemy forces. And we've got a really good chance to put the hammer down on the enemy's Heliopis before it can fire at us. So we're going to do a shape charge and an inferno charge on this Heliopis. Alright, we increase the heat on the enemy, which reduces how many weapons it can fire. Although that's less of an issue with an artillery build. Artillery builds are actually pretty good as far as heat issues. As long as you don't put too many weapons on them, too many laser weapons. For example, my Heliopis
I'm on the clock.
does not have any weapons for self-defense. It's 100% artillery build. Alright, let's move up our beautiful Atlas. So excited to have an assault mech back into our lance. Alright, we got an Ultra Cannon 10, 2 Thunderbolt 10s, and a bunch of lasers on this sucker. So the hit percent chances are not the best here, but because this target is so dangerous, we're going to take the shot with all weapons. Alright, looks like we got some structure exposed. That's good. We also took away some of the enemy cover, which is also great. Alright, let's push up our fire starter, see what other enemies we have about. Alright, we got a Mauler, which is another assault mech. As you can see, it's primarily a missile build, the Mauler. So, this thing has got a lot of firepower. And more clear shots, exactly, Skewed One. We did take out some of the enemy cover. Let's go for a precision strike on the leg of the Mauler. We've got some serious enemy forces here that we need to deal with, and some cool salvage. A Mauler, I would love to have a Mauler added to our lance. Alright, now we have a 55-tonner coming in support of these heavier mechs. My guess would be the Mauler is going to be the most dangerous thing we see on this particular map. Alright, we're going to push over. We could go after the Mauler here, but I want to get rid of this artillery piece as quickly as possible. So we'll do Warlord here. And put everything we can into this Heliopis. We're doing a lot of damage to this before it can shoot at us. It just lost one of its thumper cannons. So half of his firepower is gone, which is really good, before he can fire at us. Alright. It's interesting that enemy mech has the ability to shoot at us, but we don't have vision on it because it's getting its vision from other mechs. Alright, let's push up the Dragonfire.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
I really want to get rid of this Heliopis now that it's on its last legs. So all weapons into the Heliopis. See if we can finish it off. Not quite enough. Those take a lot of damage. Alright, here comes his fire. Alright, not too bad. As you can see, he has missiles, so are lasers. Unlike my missile build. But you can also see that he overheated there because he had those missiles, or lasers. That's why I don't have lasers on my Heliopis, because number one, I wanted to put more artillery on it, and number two, it tends to overheat if you put a whole bunch of lasers on it. Alright, let's hit this Mauler with our Grasshopper. Okay, we have an Awestruck in the background. Alright, let's push up our Lao Hu.
Position confirmed.
And let's see if we could just finish off this Heliopis here. Thank you for the follow, Frank Oblivi. You really enjoyed this game? Great to hear, and we appreciate you joining our stream. You have to re-download it.
What do you need, Commander?
If you enjoy this stream, we play this game. We play it 7 days a week here on the channel. Time to pour on the speed. 9 a.m. Eastern time. So please come back frequently. Enjoy the stream. So let's do a sniper artillery round on this Mauler. We want to overheat it so it can't shoot all of its weapons at us. Glad, Frank, that you enjoy this game, and please consider yourself a friend of the channel and come back early and often to our stream. We really appreciate that.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I spend a lot of time interacting with the developers of this game, so if you have any questions, please let me know, and hopefully I can be helpful.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Yeah, career mode is definitely the best mode for this game. I can't remember the last time I did a campaign. It's been quite some time. So let's do multi-target here. We're going to have to watch our heat. Alright, our Ultra Cannon is jammed. So let's see if we could finish off the Heliopis, actually.
And for my next
We'll get some laser shots into that mauler. And then we're going to hit the Heliopis. There goes the Heliopis.
I'm legally
Nice split fire there.
paid per kill.
Askewed One, have you ever gotten a three
What's up, boss?
mech kill from a multi-target? The most I've ever gotten is 2. Alright, so... Alright. Okay. Alright, let's do a jump in with our fire starter. Be careful of reinforcements. I know reinforcements are going to show up. There's absolutely going to be some reinforcements on this mission. Alright, let's do a precision strike with our fire starter.
Copy that.
And hit the leg of this mauler. Oh, Frank, if you like Battletech, you have got to try a mod. Because a mod takes Battletech to a whole other level. I would say any mod is like playing a sequel to Battletech because it's so different.
Barely hit, Commander.
I love like the base game. I get bored of after a week.
Moving, Commander.
I never get bored of Battletech Advanced because the mod is so much more fun than the regular base game. You have so many different mechs. You have different strategies. You have no, Frank.
Delta Heavy.
What you want to do is go to Nexus Mods. Askewed One, can you put in the link from Nexus Mods to... Ooh, hard hits on our fire starter there. Can you go to Nexus Mods and put in the link for Battletech Advanced?
Weapon system down.
Frank, basically all you have to do is download one file for the mod for this game. And then
Let's get down to it.
the installer will do all the work for you.
One at
You
a
just have to load one file and let the program work for you, and they will install this mod for you. And you will be very happy with it. Yep, there you go. Thanks. That's why I deleted the base game. It got dull after a while. Too many of the same mechs. Well, this mod has hundreds of different mechs.
I hear ya.
And thousands of different components and hundreds of different
No
vehicles. You will never get bored. So if you go to that link, Frank, all you have to do is download the executable file and run it. And if you already have Battletech installed, so first things first, you want to have Battletech installed and updated for the base game. Then you want to execute the file that you can find at Nexus Mods, and then it will do all the work for you, and you will have a whole new game to play. So give that a try, Frank. If you have any problems with it, give me a whisper, and I'll be glad to help you. We can probably set up a Discord call, and I could talk you through installing the mod. It's super easy. Frank, we definitely recommend that you try this mod. You will be very happy.
No problem.
This game is so exciting and fun to play. 3 years later, I still play this game every day, thanks to the mods. Alright, let's work on this Ossuar here. Don't really care about salvage on an Ossuar, so we're... Alright, we got a good head hit there. That was lucky. Askewed One, can you give Frank kind of a summary of what Battletech Advanced
What do you need,
has
Commander?
that's different than the base game? I would do it, but obviously I'm playing, so... Alright, okay, so we got a... we got a Corsair here. We got a Corsair lurking in the background. Alright. That's some good salvage. So let's use our artillery.
Is it time to press the Alpha Strike button?
Frank, this
I
is one of the
love
biggest
Alpha
changes,
Strike
is you
button.
can actually have artillery in this game that you can't have in regular Battletech, which is a lot of fun.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Yep, that's a Corsair, which is kind of a Cataphract, the older brother of the Cataphract. That's probably the closest explanation I can give you. Alright, let's hit the Corsair here with some Thunderbolt ammo, which is another weapon that is not in the base game.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Commander.
Alright, our Firestarter Omni, which is also not in the base game. If you like the Firestarter in the base game, you're going to love the Firestarter Omni because it's an Omni mech Firestarter.
Affirmative.
One of my favorite mechs. Yeah, that's a really good summary of Skewed One. Oh, the one... So you're talking about the Heliopis, which is actually an artillery
I just
Artillery
dropped my
mech.
coffee and I'm fucking angry.
So yeah, that is definitely a mech that you will not see in regular Battletech, because it actually allows you to use artillery strikes as part of the game, which is a lot of fun, let me tell you. Alright, let's get rid of this Oswar if we can. Let's just go center torso. I don't care about salvage on this thing. Alright, there goes the Oswar.
Leave watch over.
Yes, that's true, Skewed One. We take for granted, because we played this mod for a while, but this mod does have the clans in it. So you can attack the clans, you can get clan technology. That's definitely a part of this game. Alright, let's try to move our forces to get around the flanks of this Corsair. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to go around the base here to get to the enemy Corsair here.
Order.
If you hang around, Frank, I'm going to actually probably put together a mech after this mission, and I'll kind of show you how this game allows you to make a lot of modifications to your mechs. You can make a mech
What do you need,
almost
Commander?
anything you want it to be in this game, which is really a lot of fun. Alright, so we don't have vision on that Corsair, but we know roughly where it is, so let's take some shots with our artillery here.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love the Alpha Strike button.
Yep.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright. Alright, where's our Atlas? Alright, Atlas. Only negative about this Atlas is it's so slow.
Bad decisions at high speed.
But it is nice to have an Atlas on your team.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
The Atlas is not the best choice for being in the city here, but new pilot abilities, the list keeps going on and on. Yes, that is actually true, Skewed One. Thank you for giving everybody a summary of what Battletech is about. I think you did a great job of summarizing it.
Ready, Commander.
All right. We don't want to go there because that's the landing zone.
Throttle up.
We don't want to get squished. Yeah, Frank, definitely check out that link, because this is actually one of the easiest mods to download. Even if you don't have a lot of experience with mods, this mod is so easy to use. I remember a Skewed One where you would have to go in and you'd have to modify text, and you would have to take files out and put files in when it comes to mods. But this mod, you basically just download a program and it sets up the mod for you. It's super easy. All right, here's the Corsair. We got the leg on the Corsair. That's great.
Well,
Knockdown on the Corsair there. It's overheated. It's knocked down.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Let's push. All right, let's use the Grasshopper here to capture the
Got it.
objective.
Max speed, no shooting.
Might as well get that done.
Waiting for orders.
All right, our Lao Hu. Let's push it up. One of the benefits of the Lao Hu is it is pretty fast for its size, which makes it a very useful support mech here. And we have our reloading rocket launchers. Let's take advantage of those and see if we can finish off this Corsair.
That's a critical hit.
No, Skewed
What do you
One, we
need,
don't talk
Commander?
about any other mods other than Battletech Advanced here.
On the way, nice and slow.
I'm kidding, of course. I would say I've tried all of the mods, and I would say, especially for a new user, you can either do Extended 3025 or you can do Battletech Advanced. I would not recommend Rogue Tech if you have not played a modded Battletech before, because it's very hard to
I can see why people enjoy this
get
line
in
of work.
to understand. Rogue Tech is very complicated. Yeah, I've played all of the mods. I've played Battletech Extended, I've played BTA, and I've played Rogue Tech. And for a new person who's never done modded Battletech, I would recommend either Extended 3025 or Battletech
Got eyes
Advanced.
on hostile reinforcements.
Right, here comes some reinforcements. You know what? He calls it reinforcements. I call it salvage. Alright, let's get our fire starter back here because... Oh, great. Alright, here comes the enemy. They're coming from this direction. So we have a Lao Hu. Alright, yeah, let's definitely get our fire starter
Firing jump jet.
jumping. And see if we can get some tag on this Lao Hu. Nice hits there, actually. Yeah, Frank. In BTA, you can take up to 8 mechs. Once you fully upgrade the Argo, you can take 8 mechs. Right now, I have taken 7 on this mission. All right, so we got a. Let's spin the map. So we got a Cataphract, a Lao Hu, and a 90-tonner that's coming up. So let's actually focus down on this Cataphract. See if we can get rid of this Cataphract as quickly as possible. I'm just going to go center torso strike on this Cataphract because I don't really care about salvage on the Cataphract too much. So all weapons center torso on the Cataphract.
Felt a heavy hit there.
Fortunately, our Atlas is in the right position for this new force of enemies that are coming our way.
The armor. I'm on the clock.
All right,
What do you want?
so we got a 90-tonner coming. Let's see what that is. It is another Mauler, so we could put together a Mauler here if we get lucky. Let's do a precision strike. Let's go for a headshot here and hope we get lucky.
One attitude adjustment comes right.
Ooh, I think we got a head strike in. Yes, head injury. Nice. Alright, that Lao Hu's going to take a cheap shot at our Atlas while it's turned around.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
Alright, Skewed One, we'll see you. I don't know if we'll still be here when you get back. Looks like we got about 10 minutes left
hear
on
ya.
this. I do want to also show Frank the mech bay in Battletech Advanced, so we'll be doing that next.
Going turbo.
Alright, let's push up our grasshopper. Let's see if we can finish off the core of this cataphract here. Not enough hits on the center torso. We're gonna get some good salvage here, folks. Good
Yes,
salvage. Alright, let's push up the Lao Hu. It can help
Understood. Moving fast.
on that Mauler. If we can do some team-ups here, we should have enough firepower. Let's do our reloading rocket launcher 20 here, too.
Got it.
All weapons on the Mauler. Nice hits on the Mauler there. Haha, double heat sink down.
Target's taking a critical hit. My flamer is empty.
Alright, Heliopis, what are we gonna do with you? Alright, we're gonna have you shoot at the Lao
On the way,
Hu.
nice and slow.
See if we can get some Inferno
Keep me
around
hand
that
on firing
enemy
everything.
mech. Increase its heat, plus 29 heat. Very nice. The mechs have way more hit points. Yes.
On the clock. What do you want?
Are you talking? What do you mean by hit points? Are you talking about armor? Glass cannons. If you're talking about armor, that's just because I've designed the mechs to be that way. The mechs don't get more armor. You do have more options for what you do with your mechs in the mech bay, so that might be what you're seeing. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this cataphract here. Alright, there goes the cataphract. Very nice.
I'm legally obligated to inform you I'm paid per kill.
Alright, we got 3 more mechs to take out.
See why people enjoy
And then,
this one.
Frank, I'll be able to show you the mech bay of this updated mod, or this mod. You know what? I can't remember from the base. It's been so long since I played the base game. There might be some minor differences to the armor, but generally speaking, if you're seeing
Ready, Commander.
more armor here, it's because we've designed them to be that way, so the mechs will survive a little bit longer. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of flexibility in components and different ways you can build your mechs in this game, to be sure. And there's just so many mechs that you could build in this game. There's literally, I would say if you included variants, there's over 1,000 mechs that you can put together in this game. Yeah, alright.
Barely hit, Commander.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Okay, so this is my Dragonfire. Oh, we got another enemy. We got another 75 tonner coming in. So let's not put our Dragonfire in the sights of that
Alright, let's
75
get
tonner.
down to it.
This is the Dragonfire, Frank, which is one of my favorite new mechs, which they just added in. It's a great sniper.
One action adjustment.
There we go. We got a headshot in. Lethal damage.
I'm legally
4
obligated to
salvageable
inform you
parts.
I'm paid per
Nice.
kill.
Right, we got 2 more enemies left. Yeah, having a sniper build in this game is actually a very
What can I do
viable
for you?
mech to put together.
Moving to position.
You'll just build a bunch of those. Yeah, you certainly could have an all sniper lance. You definitely can do that. It doesn't work every time that you go for the headshot, obviously, but if you get your pilots up to a really high level, then you can have a lot of success with headshots. Alright.
On the move. Full speed.
What do we got here? Ooh, a stalker. Okay. So this is the pirate stalker. It's not a full stalker. But still, good salvage.
Taking the shot.
The 4P is 75 tons instead of 85 tons.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, what's our hit percentages here? Not the best there. Alright, let's go after the stalker here.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love
Alright,
the
plus
Alpha
44
Strike
heat
button.
on that stalker. If that stalker fires all of those lasers, it could blow itself up. Yep, snipers with some tanky boys in the front. Yep, that is a very viable option for for your lance. Especially since you could take more mechs than 4. You have a lot more flexibility when you can take lots of different mechs. Alright, let's see if we can just get rid of this Lao Hu here.
Let's see if I'm smart enough to line this up.
Carpino Kill 181281. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate
I can
it.
see why people enjoy this line of work.
Alright, let's do a jump with our fire starter. Keep it evasive. And put this Lao Hu here. Yep, you can have up to 8 mechs, Frank.
Target
Now,
eliminated.
you have to upgrade the Argo many times to get to having 8 mechs. It's kind of like an end game scenario. Right now I'm running with 7, and that's plenty for me. Eventually I can use a full 8, but I don't know if it's really necessary. Go for a headshot. Good luck there. So for Frank, other mods,
On the clock. What do you want?
generally I've never seen any mod go higher than 8 as far as your mech availability. And some mods, for example, Extended 3025, you can take extra mechs, but they can only be light mechs. Whereas with Battletech Advanced, it can be any size as long as you upgrade the Argo. Yep, I usually do 6 early on in the game. 6 mechs is usually fine until you get above level 4 skull.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Once you get above 4 skull, I try to have 7 or 8
Got it.
mechs.
Max speed, no shooting.
Yep, you just couldn't make any moves with that with 8 mech. Yeah, I'm telling you, Frank, modded Battletech is a completely different game. You will feel like it's a brand new game if you
Ready
give it a
for
try.
order.
You will love it. I could tell from the commentary
Over out.
that you would love playing Battletech Advanced. I think it would be a lot of fun for you.
Engage.
Finish off this stalker. There we go. Dropship inbound. I don't care about salvage on that stalker. Really? Alright, we should capture the base now, and successful mission. Alright, Frank,
Mission successful.
stick around, and I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do in the mech bay that you can't do in regular Battletech. The mech bay is so much fun. I actually spend time, sometimes I'll spend a half hour just twiddling around with my mechs, trying new different builds. Alright, so let's look at our salvage. We got a little bit of damage to the Dragonfire. Our fire starter needs some repairs. Other than that, we did really good. Alright, we're going to take the Corsair parts. What else do I want to take? I want to take all the Mauler parts I can. Mauler, Mauler, Mauler. And let's see what else we get. So we got a Corsair, Heliopistlau, Mauler, 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 Stalker, ERPPC, Gauss Rifle, and some good components. So we might be able to put a Corsair together now. Angry Zevos, thank you for giving us a follow. Really appreciate it. Let's get back to the Argo. Let's see if we can put together a mech bay, a Corsair, or something else in the mech bay, just so we can show Frank how different the mech bay is. It's a completely different experience than regular Battletech in the mech bay. All right, let's do our repairs first. So our Dragonfire needs a day to repair. All right, let's do our Firestarter Omni. We're gonna repair. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of different mech components that you can put into a mech. All right, let's replace our ER large laser. Actually, we can upgrade this laser as well and put on our ER medium laser there. And it's only going to take 1 day for us to get this fire starter back into the swing of things. All right, let's go into storage. All right, Frank, let me show you all the different mechs you can possibly have. So these are all the mechs I have parts of. Look at this. Look at all the mechs that I have parts of. It is insane, insane, insane. Look at all those mechs. All right. So let's see, we can build a Grasshopper. We can't build a Corsair. I thought we would have enough parts to build a Corsair. We cannot build a Corsair. So we can build a Quick Draw, which we'll put together just to sell. So let's go ahead and do that. Only good Quick Draw I know is a Quick Draw that I sell back to the store. Alright, so let's take this Quick Draw, put it in storage so we can sell it later. Alright, alright. Then we could put together a Grasshopper J. Alright, an upgrade of the Grasshopper using Starlead technology. The 5J replaces the large laser with extended range model, replaces the LRM rack with a Streak SRM2 model, and removes the two torso-mounted medium lasers for an anti-missile system. Okay. This is probably an upgrade over our current Grasshopper.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Is the 100-ton the heavy cap? No, there are heavier mechs than 100-ton in this game. You don't come across them very often, but they are in the game. So let's take a look at this Grasshopper. And we have two Grasshoppers already. So we have this H and the other H. So this lower power H we're actually going to put into storage. I don't need more than two Grasshoppers. So let's refit this Grasshopper, Frank, just to give you a feel for how different Battletech Advanced is. So this is a very nice mech, but we can do better. So personally, I don't like to put jump jets on my Grasshoppers because I'd like to put more firepower. So we're going to take off those jump jets. Let's see, I don't like the Streak SRM2s. We're going to take those off. That's a lot of tonnage for just two missiles being shot. I don't like these medium lasers. We can definitely upgrade those medium lasers. Thank you for giving us a follow, Ambassador381. All right, Frank, so let's look at all the different things we can do here. So we can change the core, which is in the mech, which will change its power dynamics. We can change the engine, so you can have a light engine, an XL engine, or a Clan XL engine. Here, I'm going to go ahead and put in the XL engine, which gives us a whole lot of tonnage. Immediately, that gives us 17 tons available. All right. We can also put in a double heatsink kit, which will greatly improve our heat. So we're going to take out all these single heat sinks. Get rid of these single heat sinks. Probably should have just stripped the mech. Heat sink, heat sink, heat sink, heat sink. All right, so then we put in some double heat sinks. 4 should be enough for this build. We still have 25 tons available in this mech. So let's have some fun. All right, so let's put in a large pulse. Large pulse. We can also put in binary lasers, chemical lasers, medium pulses. We have a wide variety here. All right, so 2 large pulses. Then we're going to put flamers on this bad boy. Flamer, 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 flamer. All right, and then we still have, all right, so let's actually take 2 of these heat sinks. We'll put them on the arms. Oh, yeah, Skewed One. We're actually just going through the mech bay right now, but we should talk about evasion as well. All right, so we still have 6.5 tons. So what do we want to do? Maybe we'll just do medium lasers here. Medium laser, medium laser, and medium laser, and medium laser. Let's not get too tricky. All right, so we have 2.5 tons left. So let's see what we can do. First of all, we can actually get some additional tonnage by adding retro plate armor. So now we have 3.8 tons available. So I can do a Angel ECM and a active clan probe. And then we'll put the rest into armor. And that looks like a very nice grasshopper. We've got AMS, we have ECM, we have an active probe for increased sensor range, we have double heat sinks, and we have lots of firepower. So this is a pretty solid grasshopper build. It'll be ready in 17 days. All right, and on that note, we are going to end the stream because the workday is about to start. So hopefully we'll talk to you all soon. I am here 7 days a week at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, streaming Battletech Advanced, so please check us out. Also, those of you that are new to Battletech Advanced, the primary developer for Battletech Advanced has a Twitch channel. His name is Bloody Doves, and he broadcasts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday through Thursday. And he literally gives you a sneak peek into what's going to happen into the mod in the future. So he basically plays a version of the mod that is one level ahead of what's available for release. So you can see what's coming up with the mod. And this mod is updated roughly every 2 weeks. So there's always something new in this mod. So please check it out, and hopefully we'll see you all again tomorrow or sometime soon, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 days a week. Talk to you later.